Hello YouTube, this is Dbtgamer Show, Pokemon Blue Let's Play, part
84.
84. In the last part, YouTube, we found Zapdos. In this part, we're gonna fight him. Here we go. Our first, I suppose, boss Pokemon of the game.
You want a voice for him? Yeah.
No.
Sounds like a cat.
And there she is, YouTube.
Is it a she?
I don't know, I was speaking...
According to this, it's genderless.
I was speaking metaphorically.
Oh.
You know, like when you go to your car, there's my new car. You know, there she is.
That's based on the French masculine and feminine titles for everything.
Alright. Right. The best way to catch Zapdos, YouTube, is to put them into sleep and just hope for the best. I have 30 Ultra Balls, so let's hope this works.
Yeah, we could be here for a while, and there's a good chance we'll probably delete this part and try again in a few minutes. But I don't know. You got it down to critical.
I wouldn't call it critical. I need to switch Pokemon now to Botan.
Drill Peck, 1-hit kill. Ooh, almost. Drill Peck, 2-hit kill. Fair enough.
Damn you and your extreme speed!
Yeah, Zapdos is extremely fast. Where am I? Base stats: HP 90, attack 90, defense 85, special attack 125, special defense 90, speed 100. So yeah, we're dealing with quite a... Oh, dude.
I put a lightning bolt for it for my own electric Pokemon, you know, that was sort of a challenge there.
So, you need to paralyze it or put it to sleep or something?
I can't, the Pokemon will go put it to sleep, it just died.
Oh. So, okay, we'll just try and throw Ultra Balls at it. What do you mean you missed? How did you miss that thing? Ash, you fail.
Yes! Yes! Yes!
Oh, fair enough. So, yeah. One legendary...
I didn't expect it to be that easy. Sorry for my outburst of guessiness there.
Right. Zapdos, electric. A legendary bird Pokemon that is said to appear from clouds while dropping enormous lightning bolts. Want to give it a nickname?
Nah, I really can't be asked giving Zapdos a nickname.
So, yeah, okay, that was fairly easy.
That's our first legendary burst caught YouTube. Now on to the second legendary bird, Articuno. Right, Adam, whilst I make my way to Seafoam Island, will you please talk about your concept that you were trying to talk about last part? Please recap what you said so far. You want a standard controller.
I want a standard controller, not this motion control bullshit. It won't have any media capabilities, because let's face it, if you're really into music and DVDs, you've already got a music and DVD player. And since most formats these days are tending to move towards the digital download, it'll most likely be an all download console.
Okay.
What else? I'll leave out all the internal specs, because really I don't know anything about internal specs.
Would it have a hard drive?
Well, it'd have to have a hard drive. An internal hard drive to store all the games.
Adam, you could have an SD card port.
Yeah, fair enough. It'd be standard memory port compatible. And since SD cards, mini SDs, and all that stuff, possibly a USB out for those little data stick things. Pretty much any. So it's pretty standard memory style format.
So you would have a place to stick in memory cards of your choice.
And, well, not specific memory cards like the PS1 memory card or anything like that. All around things like SD cards, USB memory sticks, and that.
Okay, Adam, pause camera. I just want to check my boxes. So about YouTube, I wanted to check out my Pokemon in the box I was using. If you have 20 Pokemon in your box, the game won't catch the Pokemon for you.
You actually got me quite worried there. I'm going to go check my boxes. I thought you were going to take your pants off or something.
Damn!
One of the few times where I'm actually glad I was wrong. So, okay, which one are you going for next? Articuno or Moltres?
Articuno.
Right.
Go back to your
So yeah, I think that's about it, really.
So, see, it's going to have a hard drive.
An internal hard drive and it be standard SD card USB memory stick compatible.
Right. Okay, can I just pick photo a few of your console now? Just for a little bit, please.
Mm-hmm.
Don't shout at me too much here, though. You know. I
do have 2 pens, so I'm okay at throwing one at you.
Pick fault number 1. I like the online user base idea. I mean, the online downloadable idea.
Mm-hmm.
Would the online thing be for all your games, or would it just be for the downloadable games?
All of them.
Mm. Well, PlayStation Network tried this with the PlayStation Portable, with the PlayStation Go, which was based on the PSP4, and it bombed.
That's because it wasn't backwards compatible with any of the PSP games bought already.
Good point.
It bombed because they quite literally released a console which you couldn't play any of the old games on.
Good point.
You spent all this money buying these little UMD, that's it. UMD discs with games and movies on, and then they updated the console, which basically said you can't use them anymore. That's why no one bought it.
Alright, good point. I like your idea. As long as you put a decent online manual into each game, it'll be good.
I'd assume if you're downloading a game,
well, when I'm on the
somewhere in the game selection screen, you'd have things like play game, view manual, or something stupid like that.
But when I was playing the Wii Virtual Console, here's a perfect example. When you download a Virtual Console game, you get a manual.
Mm.
But when you download a WiiWare game, you get a tiny manual, and if you want to review the rest of the manual, you have to connect your system to the internet just to view the manual.
Just to view the manual? No.
For a WiiWare game.
No, the manual.
But for a Virtual Console game, you don't.
The manual would be part of the game.
Thank goodness.
I think a prime example would be the Sonic Mega Collection on the GameCube. It had all the original Sonic games: Sonic 1, 2, 3,
yeah,
Sonic and Knuckles, Sonic Knuckles Combo, Flicky's Island, Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine for some bizarre reason. And when you selected the game,
you can view the manual.
Yeah, you chose the game you want. Then, if memory serves, it brought you to a little sub-menu where you had play game, view manual, or return.
Yeah. Okay.
You went and clicked on view manual. You got a screenshot of each page of the manual. You could zoom in and sort of read the text, and it had pictures. It was just like a normal manual, but just screenshot on like a thumbnail kind of thing.
Okay, that was the only fault I had.
That's it.
So it's generally, yeah, I like your console idea, Adam. Okay.
The other thing is, would manufacturers be willing to create downloadable?
Well, it would cheapen prices because you want to make a box or you want to print your manual. Everything will be online. You want to even buy some sand, buy some plastic, and buy the free components to make CDs. It'd be a very cheap way of making a console.
It would completely get rid of hardware.
Pretty much.
And focus mainly on, primarily on software. So, considering
hardware's your console, software's your games, mate.
I was thinking hardware is things like your disc, your box, and paper for your manual and shit like that. So yeah, it would dispense with all.
Pause. Right, YouTube. To find Articuno, you will need to go to Future City. Now, Articuno resides on Seafoam Island. Let me bring up my map and I'll try and explain this. Seafoam Island is a very big dungeon, and I haven't been here for a while, so this may take me a while to get through because I don't remember shit about this place. Although I remember these whirlpool puzzles. There are 2 ways to get into Seafoam Island. 1 from the back door and 2 from the front door. My recommendation is go for the front door because that's the way I remember the best, and it's also the easiest way to get to Articuno, from what I remember.
Right.
The only problem is, Seafoam Island is a maze, and this might take me a while to get to him.
Well, we're only on our second part, so yeah, it should be alright.
Anyway, back to what you were saying, Adam.
That's about it, really. Considering the popularity of programs like Steam, I can see a console like that being pretty...
Successful.
Yeah, successful.
The
The other thing is getting good third-party support for all the games, getting manufacturers to
I mean,
actually want to create games in full downloadable format.
there's only a problem I can think of. Let's say if you went to Nintendo saying, "Can I put Mario on my console?" They'd probably
say no because Mario is a license.
They probably walk up to you and then open the closet and deploy a sumo wrestler.
I don't think I'd be able to put Mario on a console because Mario is the it's sort of the poster boy for Nintendo.
Adam, Pokemon roll call for Seafoam Island, please.
I haven't got a Pokemon roll call for Seafoam Island. Yeah, you carry on. I'll find one.
Okay.
So yeah, that's my console.
So your console would be basically a big box with a hard drive, multiple ports for memory cards, a standard controller, and the ability to download all its games off the internet.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay, I think it's a decent idea.
Seafoam Islands. On land, you'll find a Zubat, very common in all 3 versions. A Golbat, common in all 3 versions. A Psyduck, common in red and blue. A Golduck, rare in red and blue. Slowpoke, common in all 3 versions. Slowbro, rare in all 3 versions. Seal, very common in all 3 versions. Dewgong, common in all 3 versions.
Dewgong, very good water Pokemon, definitely worth getting. But you will need to evolve a Seal in order to get a good one. If you catch a Dewgong on its own, it's probably going to be shit. You know, it's one of those Pokemon you need to train yourself in order to get the best use out of it.
Shelder and Krabby, both very common in all 3 versions. Kingler, common in all 3 versions. And in water, you'll find a Tentacool, very common in all 3 versions. Tentacruel, rare in all 3 versions. Krabby, very common in all 3 versions. Kingler, common in all 3 versions. Horsey, also common in all 3 versions. A Seadra, rare in all 3 versions. Goldeen, common in all 3 versions. Sorry, very common in all 3 versions. Sea King, common in all 3 versions. And Staryu and Magikarp, both very common in all 3 versions.
Right. The way this dungeon works to YouTube, I've figured out is this. Throughout the dungeon there are these boulders. You will need strength for this dungeon. You need to push all the boulders into their respective holes.
Just gotta figure out which boulder goes in which hole.
Pretty much, yeah.
Which ball goes in which hole? That's what she said. Is that's what she said? I don't know. I'm not really used to how that works. So, yeah.
I will try and go for these strength puzzles as easy as possible. I'm going to run this dungeon at triple speed because
it's very long and we don't really plan to be here for the next 3 hours.
The encounter rate is pretty high in here as well, it looks like. I don't know how much time left.
We're on 14:10. So, go on.
Alright, well, I think we'll leave it here for now, YouTube. See you in the next part.
Okay.